Hey guys, welcome back for this week's Q&A Saturday video. This week we're going to answer the question of what is a lease option. So a lease option, or a lease with an option to purchase, is an arrangement where the buyer agrees to rent the property from the owner for some amount of time, and they have an option contract that gives them the right, but not the obligation, to buy the property for an agreed-to price at any point during the lease agreement. For this option contract, the tenant buyer, which is the term used to describe buyers in these situations, so they will give a non-refundable fee for this option. If they do buy the property, that fee becomes part of the down payment, and if they decide not to buy the house, then the fee goes to the seller to compensate them for taking the property off the market for that time. So why would people want to do a lease option? So if you're selling your house, the advantage is you can sell to somebody that might not be able to currently qualify for a mortgage for credit or other issues, but they're able to make payments. So this expands the buyer pool. That's the big advantage. You also can get some extra income as payments are rent, so this is going to be in addition to what the eventual purchase price is going to be. It also allows you to sell a place that might not be able to qualify for a mortgage in its present condition. So this is a common theme that I've mentioned with all the variations on seller financing, which lease options are loosely considered to be a type of seller financing as well. We're actually going to have an awesome guest post this coming week on the advantages of selling with a lease option, so I will link it below if you're reading this on the blog once it's published in a few days, and they'll give a lot more detail on this particular aspect for you. Now for a buyer, the advantage of, basically the mirror images for the seller. If they have some kind of issue that doesn't allow them to qualify for a mortgage right now, they can get into the house they want as long as they can make the payments. And it gives them some time to fix their credit or save up for a full down payment or fix whatever other problem they might be having. As an investor, we would like to buy with lease options because, similar to other owner financing options we discussed in the last two videos, it's just a much easier process than working with a bank. Not easy working with banks, and it often costs a lot less money out of pocket as an investor. Generally, you're going to have a minimum of 20% down that you have to do, and much more often it's going to be like 30% to get a bank loan, and that's if they give us a bank loan. Besides it being much more expensive for an investor to get a loan, it's also much more difficult, and at some point they just stop giving you regular mortgages. There's other options available, but again, they're less desirable terms and much more expensive. So when selling with lease options, similar to a regular seller, an investor can get a bigger buyer pool because we can sell it to people who might not be able to qualify for a mortgage right now, and often can get slightly better pricing because we're offering those good terms that are not always particularly common. So that is a brief overview of what is a lease option, just a little bit in a nutshell. Like I said, it's going to be a really good guest post next week about some of those advantages for selling with a lease option. So again, make sure you read that if you have some questions about that, and obviously if you need me to expand on anything, leave a comment below and I will get back to you with that. And thanks for tuning in. And if you guys have any questions that you would like to have answered, just leave it in a comment below. You can post it on our Facebook page or to our Twitter account, or you can send an email to info@masshomesale.com. Alright, well, thanks again, and we will see you guys in next week's video. Thanks. Have a great week. Bye.